Hi students, this time is for the script number 2. I would like to set up the template, so do not miss this script number 2 because we want to set up this for the whole AutoCAD things we gonna do in this lecture. So you have to set up following the standard information. In the real work, maybe we follow the many standard. For example, a NSI standard or the ISO standard. This time, we just give you to follow the example of ISO 12824. Okay, we're gonna set up the AutoCAD following this ISO standard. So let me see the standard information of this ISO. First, we're gonna settings the type of line. The ISO separate the type of line to be wide and narrow line. Wide and narrow lines. So the wide line or the thick line we use or apply to visible line and edge and outline. And the narrow lines we apply to them are dimensions line, extensions line, leader lines, section linings, or hatching projection line. We use a narrow line. So how wide and how narrow I want to show you later. After that, this two is continuous line. So they separate it to be again to be continuous dash and long dash line. So these three of them is quite simple of standard information. Continuous, dash and long dash dots. Dash line, narrow lines we use for hidden line. Long dash dots, narrow line we use for center lines. So we're gonna set up in our AutoCAD later. So let me see the next one, the line width. You actually depend on work. We can separate the ISO separate the line group to be the quite narrow one and quite thick one. So they have the group 0.25, 0.35, 0.5, 0.7, 1.0. So the two of them group 0.5, 0.7 are preferred to use the general work. But our class, I want you to use the group 0.5, all right? Why they call the group 0.5? Because the thick line or wide line they use 0.5 millimeter of thick, and narrow line they use just easy one is a half of thick lines 0.25 millimeter of thick or the thin line on the narrow line. So please remember just only 0.5 and 0.25. Okay, we're gonna use this. The other group as well you can see from this information. And the next we're gonna set up the text height and an arrow or the dimension informations as well. So you see the text height. If the paper is way quite big like A0 or the paper is smaller than A0 is A1, A2 and A3 and A4. They use the title and drawing number, subtitle, heading, view, section, design illustration, general note, material list, dimensions by this. So our class we use A4 size, okay? A4 size letter. So we're gonna use the text height for title and drawing number is 5. For subtitle and dimensions, no, I'm sorry, subtitle, headings, section, designation is the 3.5 millimeter text height. And for dimensions and general notes, we use 2.5. All right, 2.5. This one arrowhead, you know that the arrowhead size will follow the edge. Okay, edge. So what is the edge is the text height of dimensions. So we use a 2.5. All right, 2.5. Okay, we go to the open the AutoCAD. Please be aware that you have to set up this template before at the beginnings, and then after that you can use this template for the whole lecture, for the whole class of this lecture. So please follow this step, okay, step by step. For you see this display, and you go to here, new, by selecting the template. Okay, the template with that we want to begin, we would like to use ACAD ISO. If you don't see the ACAD ISO here, please go to the browse template. We're gonna make sure that this template is in the matrix, okay, matrix information or matrix unit. Please make sure that you select the template ACAD ISO, because the other template may be used in the UK unit or English unit. So your information will different with your friend or me. So select this ACAD ISO and open. So now you go with the ACAD ISO by the drawing one name .dwg. DWG is the model file. So now we're gonna set up the first template by using the ISO 12824. So first of all, you go here, layer property. Now you see that there are just only one layer, so we're gonna set more. So this time we're gonna add the line type. Okay, so you see this one here is a new layer. Can press alternate N if you want to create a new. This one is frozen. You see the symbol of snow. um, Sometimes we want to freeze off or the layer is frozen. Okay, that if we don't want to change or something, we can freeze them. And this one is delete layer, and this one is set current. So please focus on the just new and delete. So press new. First line is visible line, type visible line. All right, and this size length, ons, fees, logs, and plots. Please choose color is white is okay because your display is dark. Actually it's a black line, but following the display is dark, the color is maybe white. So the continuous line is okay. Do you remember that the what is the thickness of this line? We will use the 0.5 for y line. visible lines, continuous y line. So continuous, and change here line weight to be 0.5 like this. Okay, and enter. And the next, click new. Maybe the next one is the dimension line. I'm gonna finish the all continuous line first. When you click new, the next one will be referenced by the previous one you are just created. So here is like the 0.5 copy from here, reference from the visible line. So dimension line is the, we use the narrow line, so we change the thickness to be 0.25. Okay, continuous 0.25. Next one, new. There are maybe section, okay, to do the sectioning line or hatching, sectioning line are the same narrow line to the dimension lines. Okay, and next maybe protection line. All right, this protection line, actually when we print we don't want to show it, so I want to give it difference by color. Maybe use the some bright color. So it's pink, it's quite bright, or yellow or green, you can choose. This is quite really clear in the, maybe in the dark display. So continuous and narrow line or thinner is okay. And then cutting plane. Okay, cutting plane line for section. Cutting plane. The cutting plane is maybe wide. Maybe here is okay. Wide, okay, wide. And then the cutting planes quite thick, quite thick. Sometimes we use the center line, sometimes we use the dash line. All right, we can change the type of line later. Okay, it's quite thick, so we give it to be 0.5. It's for cutting plane. Sometimes if the cutting plane in the JIS standard, they are the, there is the continuous line, thick continuous line at the both end. Do you remember? But in the middle of that, we can use the center line instead. Okay, so this one the cutting plane. After that, maybe dash line or hidden line. Dash line is white, okay, white, and I want to select the dash line, but there are no dash line here, so we click load and select the dash line. You can select the ISO dash, or you can select dash here, depend on you. But for my experience, I want to add the space, more space, because when um, when we print out, we cannot see the space clearly. So if this space is not appear, we can see it's like the continuous line. So the more space is better, so I choose this one, ISO dash space here, right? So maybe we load more for the center line. The center line, I use the center here, center, right? And okay. So now then, forgot to select this one, ISO dash space. Okay, now it's okay. And narrow line 0.25. Okay. Next, the center line. Change the type to be center and 0.25 again. If you have more the line type than this, you can add this letter and save in the template file. Okay, but this time for the basic one, maybe just only this. Okay. um, for the next, I want to show you this one. The lamp is on. If you click is off, is by blue is off. Okay, orange is on. So this, if we off, so the line by the group of dash line, the group of line type, they is not appear. Okay, it doesn't appear. Maybe this freeze is gonna be snow here, so it cannot change, or I'm not sure. There's maybe they stay here, like something like that. If it's locked, then this one is cannot change. If it's no print, when you print out, this line group is not print out. Okay, it's not printed out. So set in the default is okay. Okay, layer property. And after that, you can select it by this if you want to draw some things by each light type. For the next one, let you setting up the dimensions. You go to the annotate tab, the dimensions. You see that in the defaults, maybe you are in the ISO 25, but now we would like to show you how to modify it. So we choose a different ISO. So you go click here and manage dimension style. This time very important, again about the matrix and inch unit. So you have to create the new ones here. Click new. This time please start with the ISO, because if you start with the annotative or something like the other, maybe inch unit. So start with the ISO, and then this one is ISO 128-74 and continues. And you can see this window. First we go to line. So in the AutoCAD we can set the block and layer. So now this time we set the layer, setting up the layer. So all lines should be following by layer. So change it to be by layer. Line types by layer, by layer. Baseline spacing, it's 3.75. Maybe you can follow this number, but I want to give you see this vision to be 5. Just a moment. So you can see They can display. I'm not sure if it's going to be one. Sorry. Oh, maybe back to 3.75. This is no chance. Maybe by suppress this. I'm not sure why. Okay, maybe it's come back later. And extension line as well, by layer. This one by layer is by layer. So I see this one, suppress extension line, you on. Okay, okay, please check it out. And extend beyond dim line. So if you are in the matrix system, you see that the default is 1.25. Okay, 1.25. The extend beyond dim lines mean this line, this one is the dimension line, this one is extension line. So extension line will extend beyond the dimension line by 1 to 5. Okay, but it's too small when we print out. Maybe we change it to be 2.5 following the text. Okay, it could be clear. Okay, like this. And this one offset from origin, maybe choose one. Why it's not come back? Okay, this is fixed. We change this, it will change the offset from origin as well. So check it out. And then offset from origins. So if you choose 0.625 following the previous standard, I think it's too small between this from origin point and extension line. So it's not clear. So I choose 2. Okay. Maybe 2 is okay. 2. Okay. Or maybe 1. Mm, 1 is okay. 1. Okay. 1. And this one is 2.5. So please follow this. Okay. Please follow my setting. And then symbol and arrow. Closed field. Actually, they have many, but for the standard, we use closed field, closed field. The other type we use for the other uh, objects or the others particulars, the other specials one you want. But for the standard and basic one, we use closed field, closed field, closed field, and arrow sign following the text height 2.5. Okay. And go to next one is the text height 2.5. Text color, we didn't set the layer for text color, is by block, it's okay. And above the lines, okay, and center it left to right. If you click right to left, you can see that what difference. You cannot lead right, left to right, and offset from the dim line 0.625 is okay. It mean that the text we offset from the dim line by 0.625. You click one is more. Okay, but 0.625 is okay. This time, you see, you can choose the maybe IO standard. I like this one. Okay, or you can choose this. Two of them you can choose. Okay, depending on you. This time you can select, but I choose this. How about this horizontal? Okay, it's just the unidirectional style. So we don't use this, we use ISO standard. And next fit is okay. And primary unit, this type primary unit, decimal and precision is 2 digit is okay. And this one is comma. Decimal separator is comma. Is we use the period instead. Period. Okay, dot. Lao is okay. Alternate unit. Now is okay. Tolerance. Okay, check again. Line. Symbol by this. Text by this. And fish by this. And primary unit by this. And then click OK. And cross. You now new ISO 128 and close. So the default is gonna be the new one, 128-24. So you back to home. All right, finish the setting, and then please save. You go by save, and please see here. Select the template DWT. Okay, .dwt is one. DWG is model. You can select the versions, but this time we want to set up the template DWT. All right, DWT, and set the template. Okay, this time ISO. Maybe you can follow my this name. I want to keep a set 450 2021 academic years. All right, this one. You see that when you select the DWT, they automatically provide you, get you to template folder. And this one, save. And click OK. Matrix, okay? Measurement is matrix. Please beware here. Click OK. All right, finish. And then you try to open again by the template. Maybe we can continue to the clip number 3. All right. See you in the clip number 3.